Good morning. It's October the 20th, 2015. Time to kick off another trading day. As we open the markets today, the Asian markets were mixed with Hong Kong down, Japan and China up. Europe's markets were lower. The E-minis off about 7 points. And treasuries are off. So we ran into resistance where we thought it might be last night. We had a sell 31 to 03. The high is 02. And the market has since peeled off, and it looks like it's probably going to try to test support below 20 to 24. So I've got some pretty good support starting in the 16 to 20 area with possibilities. You know, it's at 24. That's where it is right now. That's 23, 24. So because we're dealing with Bs and moves out of the middle and a new distribution down and resistance at 129 plus held, I think we got a chance to go lower this morning. The E-mini was off about 7 handles when I started taking my information. The note was off from yesterday's close about 5/30 seconds. So both of them are pointed lower. I expect the inverse relationship will kick in when the opening comes. So if the E-mini sells, we're probably not going to be able to buy it advantageously. If the E-mini rallies, we probably will. There are no lines, Don, on your screens. Ever since any meeting changed their something, or Microsoft changed something on the upgrades, the lines have not been able. I've not been able to put them up on the screen. So that's the way it's going to be until I find a solution. And any meeting is saying, well, we're working on drawing tools in hours, and just be patient. So who knows? Any meeting, like all vendors, has a way of outlasting us. Okay, housing starts are called up plus 1.147 million. That number could come in higher if the northern latitudes dig early. You can get about a third, 30% of the construction loan can come in when you dig the basement, the foundation, dig a hole in the ground, and that's how builders cash flow over the winter. Permits are called at 1.17. They'll be looking at the mix between multifamily and single family. And multifamily has been where all the construction dollars have come. Yes, Chuck, they do appear on the tapes, so the recordings. But we're going to put our first buy at 17 to 21. And then 9 to 13. I don't think the market can break this morning for buy 2. And we're going to put a question mark at 25. A lot of it's just going to be dependent upon what the E-mini does. On the sell side, 27 to 31. Sell 1. 3 to 7. Sell 2. And we're pretty much picking up where resistance was. That's where we had it last night. Last night we wanted to sell 31s to 03s. That hasn't really changed. Well, that's interesting. That's how that split took place. Huh. Okay, looking at the 30-year, last rotate up was 31, so 31 to 03, sell 1. That's where resistance is. And then we've got volume at 11, so 11 to 15 will be sell 2. I always back the number 2 points off. I skip one level of support and resistance because of the way this market moves. Have yesterday's low at 18, so 17 to 21 where we were last night looks reasonable. Then we'll drop it down to 1 to 5. And the near resistance, our number 1 levels, are where the support and resistance truly are right now. S2 and buy 2, you open it up and you skip a level. Okay, looking, so we've got a buy 17 to 21, 01 to 5 on the downside. Sell is 57.31 to 58.03, and then 58.11 to 58.15. Looking at gold. Gold went a little bit lower last night. We were hoping to buy the 64, 66 level. It stopped at 67, just above 67, and it's come up and out. So we've got buyers 65 to 70, and we've had sellers 75 to 80, perhaps maybe 80 to 85. So I think we can go a little bit higher here, so we'll put 78 to 80, let them get stops above the overnight session, sell 1. Then 84, 86, sell 2. On the buy side, the breakout came from 71, so 70, 72 buy 1, and 65, 67 buy 2. Again, the situation in gold, there's enough instability politically, wartime, everybody worried about everybody's government printing too much money, printing money, borrowing from themselves and printing money to spend. And so I just don't see how the bottom falls out of gold. It can sell, and it usually the selling starts in Asia. And that's probably the Chinese National Bank, the People's Bank of China. Not a national bank, it's the People's Bank, probably doing it so they can buy the physical cheaper. We would go to jail for what governments do. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. The lawlessness that we see everywhere, I mean, it really is eye-opening, but nobody calls them on it. And okay, 90 to 114 even on the euro, sell 1. So 113.90 to 114 even, sell 1. Then 25 to 35 will be sell 2 for the euro, 114.25 to 35. On the buy side, last rotate down was 13.48. We're at 13.84, so 50 to 60 buy 1. And then 15 to 25 buy 2, where support was yesterday. So we'll take a look at crude oil. Syria was pretty quiet. We haven't heard much about the battle for Aleppo, which was the talk a couple of days ago. So last night we were hoping to sell 75. The Globex high was 67, just under that. Our buy was below 46. We had a 45, 75, 46. We haven't gotten there yet, but the market does appear to be moving lower. So I'm going to open it up on the buy side, 45, 50 to 75, buy 1. And I think we're headed for 45, stops below 45. So 45 plus or minus buy 2. On the sell side, 46.50, 46.75, and then 47, 47 and a quarter. Okay, I could be wrong. 46 could hold. We did not test the 46 area, so we're going to put a question mark at 46. But I think the market will go for stops below 45 on this move. Maybe not today, but that's what we'll shoot for. Now to the E-mini. 15 to 20 is support. Yesterday we had a 13 to 15 buy. You can see right here that the last rotate down and K period stopped at basically at 18. The overnight session low, they got stops below 20. So housing start news 1.147. Permits 1.17. I love the precision of these numbers. And like I said, housing starts might come in higher than forecast as builders along the northern latitudes, the top of the 48, break ground to get their construction loans. So here we are. Resistance is 25 to 28. That's cell 1. That's where resistance is. If we get through that, we're going to make it, the low volume number is 31. So we'll make the second cell area 31 to 35. Might be a little cute. On the buy side, 15 to 20. And I think if we take out that low at 12.5, then we can go lower. So we'll put the the buy beneath that at 5 to 10. As long structurally as we stay above 1985, this market can trade higher. And it doesn't need a reason. The reason that you need is that the Fed is supporting the market. Bank of America says that the short squeeze is over. The market has rebalanced itself. We will see. So I'm going to get the recording up. The lines are on the recording. The recording works well, so we know the function and everything is there. I don't know why any meeting doesn't pick it up, but we'll be back, and I'll be back with you as soon as possible.